So I've been pretty busy here. I got all the paneling up throughout the house, all the way up there. You can see this is all just 1/4-inch ply around the entire house. And I used some finishing staples to get them in the wall. Part of the next step is to, sealing up the panels using basically drywall tape and then drywall like putty type stuff. The downside to it is that in using it, and I don't know how much detail this will show, but right here, you see it's cracking. Now, I had done a whole base layer on this and tried to get that cracking to kind of clear up, and then went over it again, sanded, went over it again, and it's still, the cracking just keeps coming back. So what I'm going to do instead, it's not really something I want to do, but I'm going to use these little furring strips right here. And basically these are going to just kind of go right up here along the wall. So when I go to paint this, these little furring strips will be here. So the whole thing is going to be white, but there's going to be these little tiny strips running down. I'm going to do that for each one of these major seams here on the ceiling as well. On the corners, I figured out a way to get the corners to look pretty tight and right. It's using a, so you can see these corners, they look pretty dang good. And what I'm doing for that is there's a, find it here, oh, there it is. It's something called Sure Corner. Sure Corner is this little set of, or this little roll of paper here. And on the inside of the paper, there's 2 little metal strips. And what you do is you basically fold the strip into the wall, and you have putty inside there first, or plaster, whatever you want to call it, whatever the proper term is. You have that in there first, and then you put layers over the top of that to basically make it feather into the wall so it looks natural. And it's really, really easy to use. I had tried, you can see my first attempt at these edges was actually right here. Pretty abysmal. And then you can see, so that's my first attempt using just fucking horrible stuff. And then over here, this is what it looks like once you actually use the proper stuff for it. So, and this is without, I haven't done any feathering on this. This is just the first layer, so I still have to actually kind of clean that up, but it already looks just incredibly better. All the corners over there look much better. You can see, like right here, I still have to do sanding obviously, but to feather going up. So yeah, so the strips are just going to be on the verticals. All the corners are going to have that nice little corner piece. So basically anything that shows as a seam is going to have something covered, either those furring strips or that tape that I purchased. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so I got a lot of that to go on still. I got some those inside corners, that tape that I'm using for the inside corners. I'm going to also use it for this type of outside corner stuff. Yeah, so things are kind of moving right along. Just unfortunately have to learn things along the way since I'm not as skilled. That's the update for now.